A very good afternoon to one and all. With a great pleasure, I welcome you all to participate in the event International Microorganisms Day, organized by Bhavans Vivekananda College of Science, Humanities and Commerce, Department of Microbiology, Science Club, in association with AMI Hyderabad Unit, celebrates this event under the DBT Star College scheme. This program has been organized to commemorate the great scientist, a well-known person who is referred as father of microbiology, Antony von Leeuwenhoek. Antony von Leeuwenhoek has been named as the father of microbiology since he has been the person who has identified or has discovered the microbial world. He has designed various number of microscopes and he has grounded the glass into lens and made one of the finest microscopes through which today we are able to identify and learn and discover many more microorganisms. On this occasion, we would like to spread the awareness about the importance of microorganisms, the impact of microorganisms on daily life of people, and the areas and the avenues where all the impact of microorganisms has changed the lives of people. The microorganisms in our daily life have been inevitable as they have been used to mankind in various areas like biodegradation of various pollutants, biofortifications and wastewater treatments, in nutrition, in enhancement of nutritional fortification for various food items, and for plant growth promoters in agricultural sectors, for sustainable environment, for sustainable agriculture, as biological control agents, as biofertilizers, and n number of applications which can never which has an endless list. Today, we would like to organize this event in coordination with Bhavans Science Club, and the Science Club of Bhavans has started in the year 2006-07, and the life science students have actively participated for various events as part of Science Club. The club organizes various scientific writing programs, quiz programs, debates, discussions, current discoveries in field of life sciences, and many more milestones that take place in the field of science and technology. The main objectives of the club is to inculcate the scientific attitude and provide platform to development of experimentation skills in students, to develop habits of exploration and creativity, to encourage individual and group activities, to create public awareness about scientific issues, enhance science writing skills, stimulate active learning process, and so on. So today, as part of this club, we are delighted to conduct one more program that adds to the experience of students to explore the microbial world and to understand the microbial world. Coming to today's events, I would like to introduce to the events today. We have the welcome address by Principal Professor Y. Ashok, addressed by Dr. K. Anuradha, Head Department of Microbiology, and the chief guest for our program for today is going to be introduced by Dr. J. Sharada. The chief guest for the event is Professor Venkatramana Sir, AMI Hyderabad Unit, Department of Plant Sciences, University of Hyderabad. Welcome, sir. And followed by the chief guest address, we will be launching the programs or the events that will be the online events. One is the online quiz and the other one the jam, that is a just a minute, where students can prepare videos and upload videos on the topic My Favorite Microbe. So now I would like to begin the program with address by Dr. K. Anuradha, Head Department of Microbiology. Madam, over to you.
Thank you, Thank you, Anju. First of all, I extend my thanks to Professor Venkatramana sir. Sir has accepted to be the chief guest for this inaugural program. This is to bring and celebrate the importance of microorganisms, because today we are celebrating International Microorganisms Day. So to celebrate, we have come up with some programs, and I am thankful to once again to Dr. Ramana sir. This is covered under AMI Hyderabad unit chapter. Uh, the first program of this academic year. Very nice to see students in the campus, but the theory classes are going online. Therefore, we scheduled this as an online program. Not only that, this is an intercollegiate national level program. We invited all DBT Star College scheme implementing colleges right across the country. Many students are participating in these student active programs. We are thankful to Department of Biotechnology who funded the college under DBT Star College scheme. The college is received 1 crore 23 lakhs, and we are conducting many student-centric activities. All science departments of Bhavan Vivekananda College are recognized under this DBT Star College scheme. We are thankful to DBT for making us to conduct these programs. Importance of microorganisms. I think every microbiologist is crazy of microorganisms. We are thrilled to see and explore new microorganisms which are of great benefit to the society. Whether you talk about bioremediation, whether you talk about dairy or food industry or industrial products. So wherever you talk about, there's nothing like you avoid microorganisms. If we are living, I think we are living in synergy with microorganisms. So is the importance of microbes. Let's hear more from the chief guest. Thank you, Anju, for giving me this opportunity to speak with the students. And I'm sure that the program will be liked by all the students. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. J. Sharda to introduce the chief guest of the event today.
Thank you, Anju. Good afternoon to one and all. I'm really privileged to introduce our today's guest, Professor C.H. Venkatramana. Sir is working as professor in the Department of Plant Sciences, Hyderabad Central University since 2000, and currently he is president to the Association of Microbiologists of India, AMI Hyderabad chapter. He had obtained his doctoral degree from Osmania University with CSIR fellowship. He also worked as research associate and CSIR pool scientist earlier. He has 157 research paper publications in reputed national and international peer-reviewed journals with 4,227 citations and H index of 34, which indicates his recognition in his field. His research interest lies in bacterial taxonomy and systematics of rare and novel phyla, bacterial diversity, yeast endomicrobiome, and metabolism of xenobiotic compounds. Sir has 2 patents to his credit. He also has huge research funding, to name few. One, DBT Center for Microbial Informatics with 200 lakhs in 2020 for a duration of 5 years. Another research project on chemical and genomic approach to investigate possible link between development of antimicrobial resistance and pharma industry effluent in 2019 with 120 lakhs funding. So with his research experience and knowledge, I invite our guest to address the audience on this special occasion. Over you too, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sarada. Very nicely and briefly explained what I am.
Thank you, sir.
Let me, first of all, thank Dr. Anuradha taking pains to contact me, because usually I will not be easily available. Thank you, Anuradha, for repeatedly contacting me and
Thank you, sir.
arranging this event. I
Thank
also
you.
congratulate the Bhavans College, which actively participates in promoting science in all disciplines of science, not just the microbiology. And more so, the microbiology is
Please mute yourself.
okay. So the microbiology in the department, in the college, is very active, and the faculty are also very active in this. I really appreciate the topic what you have selected, my favorite microbe. If you ask me what is my favorite microbe, I say that all the microbes are of my favorite. Remember, when you are saying something which is favorite, you should also be able to tell the reasons why it is favorite for you. Anyway, let me not go into the details of this. I appreciate the department taking an initiation to conduct the event on the International Microorganism Day. Friends, we have recently witnessed the impact of the COVID. This is one tiny creature which really made an awareness about the importance of microorganisms. Today, you ask any person, even a layman, they will be able to tell, if not the scientific aspect of this tiny creature, at least they know what this creature has done. This is the good part of this COVID-19, that it has made people to understand the significance of microorganisms. Today, we tell that the human body has more number of microbial cells than the human cells. And this is an accepted fact also, that these microorganisms are the major governing bodies in the lifestyle of the function of the human beings. It is not just the human beings, my friends, it is also, to that extent, the entire universe. These small tiny creatures are behind as unseen organisms which runs this universe. Thanks again to the discovery made by Leeuwenhoek, a great scientist. He is truly not a scientist, but he has developed a method where we can understand about these tiny creatures. The today's lifestyle, unfortunately, we are misusing our microbial life. These are the creatures which are very important, and majority of these creatures are very friendly to you and to the environment. unfortunately, most of these are treated as enemies rather than the friends. If you look at the entire microbial world, including viruses, not many are pathogenic and disease causing. There are only a very few of these microorganisms which are truly involved in the infections and diseases. But the entire world focused on this. If I put in terms of percentage, their percentage is less than 1%. But the remaining 99% of the microorganisms are badly treated and considered on par with that of the infectious microorganisms, except for some microorganisms which are considered important either in food industries or in the environmental cleaning up and other aspects. Colleges like Bhavan's College and other affiliated colleges play a primary role in teaching that microorganisms are very friendly and not the enemies. Remember, these are the friends who can fight with the enemies and make yourself comfortable from the enemies. Unfortunately, we are misusing this. And most of the advertisements, what you see, even on the TV, promotes saying that microorganisms are enemies and not the friends. As a result, this has percolated into the common public that microorganisms are dangerous and not the friends. I just simply quote that today's friend can become an enemy tomorrow, and today's enemy can become a friend tomorrow. This is mainly because it all depends on the individual immune system and how they defend and respond against these small, tiny creatures. But also remember, my friends, the day-to-day lifestyle of today's world and the rapid usage of cosmetics and other materials are making the microorganisms to leave your system. Once left, they cannot be replenished again to your system. This is a very important message and take-home message that please do not treat microorganisms as enemies. And it is at this level of your bachelor's degree where you are getting trained about the future aspects of microorganisms should promote that microorganisms are more friendly than enemies. With these few words, I wish this event a very successful event, and I also congratulate the organizers of this event for taking this initiation to promote the microbial world with the topic, My Favorite Microbe. I am missing this event, and I would have been very happy to hear from my students what is their favorite microorganism and why do they think that that is the favorite organism for them. Thank you, Dr. Anuradha and Anju and all the others, and I wish you all the best for this event and also the future events, which Bhavans has always been in the forefront in conducting such seminars and events. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Sir, one small request from my end. Sir, we would like to know how many microorganisms you might have handled, many microorganisms, but some of the microorganisms which you have handled, if you can just briefly throw a light on it, I think they'll be very motivated to listen to you, sir.
Sure. Because of the question, I extend a little more of my talk. Yes, indeed, when I started my work, I was very much interested to work on one of the physiological group of bacteria, which we call them as the anoxygenic phototrophic bacteria. And these are the bacteria which do not liberate oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. We started with this particular group of bacteria and slowly realized that the playground of the diversity is hardly studied by the Indians. If you take a normal Petri plate with peptone yeast extract and beef extract, you are likely to get only the five major phyla members. Which are these five? One is the bacteria belonging to the phylum Proteobacteria, like Pseudomonas. The other one is the members of the phylum Formicutes, which are nothing but your Bacillus, Lactobacillus, Bacillus, and other bacilli. The third one are your Actinobacteria, importantly, your Streptomyces and other related members. A little bit complication in the media can yield you members of Bacteroidetes, Flavobacterium, and a little more phototrophic bacteria like Cyanobacteria. So what we say that the common plate, what you will be working, most of the students who are going to work with peptone beef extract and yeast extract, you are going to get the members of only two major phylums, that is nothing but your proteobacterial members and formicute members, and very little chances of getting your actinobacterial members except for Streptomyces. In terms of the wealth what we have and what we are trying to train the students, the media plays a vital role in analyzing your microbial diversity. As a result, most of these common bacteria, what we see, these are called as Petri weeds. And these are the ones which we have been focusing for a long time and repeatedly going to get the same species or genus in your normal plates. That is how we ventured into the other media formulations to diversify our understanding about the members of other phylums. And presently we are working on the members of Vercobacteria and the Planktomycetes, which are very similar to those of your Actinomycetes. So this is what, madam, there are many species and many things which we are trying to understand.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for enlightening us with a great potential underlying this invisible world. Sir, on this occasion, now I would like to request our chief guest, Professor Venkatramana sir, to kindly declare the events open for this year.
Yeah, I'll be very happy to declare the event open, and I wish all the participants and the organizers a very good luck.
Sir, actually the events are online, sir. Students will be uploading the online videos. We can also share it with you, sir.
Sure.
Sir, the quiz is also made very innovatively, sir. the designing of quiz is of unique in its nature. I will be sharing the link with you just to show it to you, sir, later.
Sure, madam. Sure.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you for
After you share the link, I will try to join. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, all of you, and bye bye, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much. Thank you. Anju,
Yes, ma'am.
I think you have to post the links in the chat box.
Yeah. Aparna, you are posting, no?
Yes, Anju, I'll post 1 minute.
Yeah.
Is it posted, Anju, in the chat box?
Yeah, it's been.
I have posted it just now, so students can access it.
Students can access the link.
Yes.
Okay, dear participants, because this is only a student-friendly, student-centric program, so we want you all to solve the quiz, and I'm sure you will like it. And second one is just a minute program, which will you have. I think Anju, they are given 2 days.
The link is posted, is there in the flyer for just a minute. They can click that link and upload their videos. 2 days time is given for them.
Yeah, just brief about those 2 programs, Sanju. I think you we have also announced some cash prize or something.
Yes,
So
yes. So the 2 programs that is going to be organized for today's International Microorganisms Day celebration is, one is the online quiz, for which we have released the link just now. We will be keeping the link open for today, and we expect that maximum number of you will try to attempt the quiz. It's a very innovative and fun quiz which has been prepared by the faculty of the Department of Microbiology. And the second event, the second program is Just a Minute Jam. As you all know, it is a 1 minute video in which you have to talk about my favorite microbe. Record the video and upload the video onto the link which is given on the flyer. So based on the judges comment and the judges decision, prizes will be given. There is first prize and the second prize for the event of jam, that is the cash prize. So all the participants will be getting a participation certificate, and the winners will also get the certificate plus the prizes. The intimation for the winners will be given through the email addresses which they will be giving through their Google Forms.
Anju, thank you for the information. I think students are very clear with the events. Before they start solving, the very interesting program that is Just a Minute, jam program on my favorite microbe, because we all are gathered here online mode. I request each one of you to just take a minute and talk about the organism, if not the favorite organism, at least about the microorganism which you worked on it, either at PhD level or at postgraduate level or at undergraduate level or at your project level. Just take a minute time and please share your experience with your with the microorganism which you are associated and thrilled to work. So I start with myself. Is it okay, Anju?
Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am. Please go ahead, ma'am.
We are celebrating Microorganisms Day.
Sure.
You have given a very wonderful topic, that is your favorite microorganisms. Sometimes the organisms which we dealt are very tough.
Yes.
Sometimes we also curse them why the results are not coming, but finally we feel that is our favorite microorganism.
Yes.
Yeah, to start with me, I am Dr. K. Anuradha, Head Department of Microbiology of Bhavans Vivekananda College. I am always thrilled to work with microorganisms. You know that you can manipulate to the extent whatever you wanted it. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but still we have our own methods to make our microbe very friendly and get a product out of it. So I'm fortunate to be guided by Professor Gopal Reddy sir, and I have chosen. I have chosen in the sense I could screen Aspergillus avamori, which is a fungus for the production of polygalacturonase enzyme. So this I screened from vegetable dump yard soils, and this microorganism, this fungi, Aspergillus avamori, the unique feature of this fungi is it is a multi-enzyme producer. Therefore, I could use it for fruit juice clarification of various range. So different juices could be clarified with the production of the enzyme, that is polygalacturonase enzyme, produced by this isolate Aspergillus avamori. Okay, I could optimize and I could standardize the conditions for maximum yield of enzyme production, and the same enzyme has been utilized for the fruit juice clarification. So that way, for majority of years, at least for 4 to 5 years, I worked with this organism, and it really fetched me a lot of happiness, which we will not get it with materialistic things. Because the moment I publish one paper using this isolate, I get thrilled because it worked out. I could standardize something. So that way, this Aspergillus avamori MTCC 19196. So this organism I deposited in IMTech Chandigarh. I think many publications have come out of this organism, working many more aspects other than the fruit juice clarification. Thank you. May I request? Yeah. Thank you, Anji. May I request Dr. Sharda to share her favorite organism? Please, all of you, make it a minute or more than a minute, at the most 2 minutes, so that I think everybody is happy to share their favorite organism.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all. My favorite organism, what I have used for my PhD, is Streptomyces clavius, which is a producer of cephalosporin type antibiotics, which is called as cefamycin. So I worked under Dr. Padma Sridhar in Department of Microbiology, Osmania University. So two aspects which I have really enjoyed is, one, I did media optimization, and we designed a production media for fermentation, and we developed, we could purify, and we took a patent, Indian patent for that, for cefamycin. This is one organism which fetched me my PhD degree. 10-liter shake flask fermentation in the laboratory we did as a part of my PhD work. And as part of my postdoc work, I worked on Vitiosella. This is a unique organism which can grow under anoxygenic condition. I got this isolate from Himalayan belt. I traveled to Badri and we got this isolate. And this could produce a hemoglobin, Vitiosella hemoglobin, which can trap oxygen. And this gene was cloned into fermenting producers, which when cloned in it, they can trap oxygen and they can give more production of any product. So we tried with one enzyme. That's what my guide, she did as a part of her DBT project, what I worked. So I worked with two organisms, Streptomyces clavius, which fetched me PhD degree, and Vitiosella, which fetched me PDF. So I'm fortunate, rather I feel so happy and excited to work with these two organisms. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharda.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam also patented her work with these organisms. So the purpose of sharing these thoughts is to make you all feel that we are close to microorganisms. I think even students have got something to share. But before we extend to students, I request the other faculty members. May I request Dr. Aparna to share her experience with her favorite microorganism.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And
Video open bit. Video.
Yeah, it's open, I think. Anju, it's open, no?
No, it's not coming.
Oh, video is not coming. Is it coming now?
Now it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Anuradha madam, for giving me this opportunity. Rather, it's a wonderful platform to share about my favorite organism. Definitely, I will go back to my thesis work, and I love Serratia marcescens. So I would like to tell a small flashback of mine with this organism. So as students are working with this organism, first let me honestly submit myself. I'm student of Dr. J. Sharada. She is my PhD guide. So we were working, I was assigned a topic, you work on quorum sensing and quorum quenching enzymes. So when we are, when some experiments are, you don't know what will happen at what moment of time. So when students were experimenting in paper 4, agricultural and environmental microbiology, they have brought some root samples and they were actually plating it. And actually it is in one of the students experiments what they have done. I have seen the plate bright red color. It's such a beautiful red pigmentation. So the plate is almost full of the organism which has spread beautifully. So then I was like awestruck with seeing that organism. I have never seen Serratia marcescens before. I never used it in my earlier experimentation part. Then I took the plate and I ran to my guide showing, madam, this is something which is in red color. What is this? Then she immediately told, oh, very good. You are very lucky. You can work on that. This is a very good, beautiful quorum sensing organism. This is Serratia. That you should see my face that day. I was so happy seeing that organism. Like you, I still remember how happy I am seeing one isolate with a bright red pigmentation that is spreading throughout the plate. Then I asked my colleagues also, I showed it to my HOD madam. I went and I showed, madam, see my Serratia. Then I told Nagapadma madam, I should remember her at this moment. Then I went and showed it to Nagapadma madam. So Nagapadma madam told, Abba, very beautiful, bright pink pigmentation is there. You can, it is 100% Serratia. Then Sridhar Bhatta sir has added to it. You just keep it in refrigerator and check. If that pigmentation is enhanced, it is marcescens species. So all of them have contributed one small point to that, and I was so happy to see that organism. I should tell you one very important thing here. You know, like how I am communicating with you and how each one of us are communicating with each other, the bacteria also has a beautiful way of communicating with each other. Two bacteria, they communicate with each other by sending the signaling molecules. That is how they strengthen themselves. Okay, so that strengthening, see, if suppose 10 bacteria are there, they cannot do anything. So they send these signaling molecules and then tell to the bacteria which are there in the close vicinity, telling that we are in so and so number, come on, let us all join together and strengthen ourselves. So that's how the quorum sensing circuits work effectively. So with this organism, I tried many experiments and we have understood for each and every result I got with that. I was so happy and I was so excited. Okay, there is some communication happening in between these organisms. First, I should know whether that communication circuit is working or not. So whatever the small result I got, I used to be so surprised and I used to feel so happy like a small child. Then I used to go, oh, madam, this is working, madam, this is working, the result has come out. So that means there is some communication happening in between them. So that's how I have completed my PhD thesis on quorum sensing as well as how to block the quorum sensing circuits, that is quorum quenching also. That is my all-time favorite organism. And I requested my guide, madam, you have to name this organism onto our name. So she told, okay, you label it. So we have labeled that organism as Serratia species YAJS, and we have YA, my name, and my guide name JS. So we have deposited, we have got it sequenced, and we have deposited in the GenBank also. So that's my wonderful experience with my organism, which I love the most, and I still love it a lot working with that organism. Thank you, Sharda madam, for introducing me to that communication, small microbial communication world, which has many things to do with. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aparna. And she also published a number of papers in that area along with Dr. Sharda. Really, she was
Seven papers published with that organism.
Same domain with the same organism. Thank you, Aparna. May I request Dr. Sridhar Bhattar sir to share his experience with his microbe which he handled? Sridhar Bhattar sir, your favorite microorganism, sir.
Can you hear me?
Sir. Sir, I'm not able to hear you, sir.
Sir, a little louder.
Now am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm Sridhar from Micro. And happened, finish my semester. BSc started in
Sir,
95.
little louder, sir.
Sir,
Little louder.
sir, వినిపించట్లేదు సార్.
స్పీకర్ దగ్గర పెట్టుకోండి సార్. వైర్ స్పీకర్ దగ్గర పెట్టుకోండి.
Yes, sir. లేకపోతే ఇటు వచ్చేయమనండి శారదా మ్యామ్. Meanwhile, I'll just speak few words. I am also happy to share Dr. Nagapadma's work. She worked with many organisms, but one of her favorite organism is cold active yeast. She's one or the second person who worked with cold active yeast, and also she worked with Viscella confusa, and she published many papers to the scientific world. Dr. Nagapadma's contribution for the microbial world is tremendous, and she's been always unique and creative in her thoughts, and cold active yeast was her favorite organism. Thank you. Sir Sridhar Bhattar, sir, please share your favorite microorganism.
Hi friends. Am I audible now, KMM?
Yes, sir,
very
very much.
Purna ma'am. Sharda ma'am.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Sir, audible to everyone.
Yeah, friends, the upcoming friends, join Bhavan. Welcome to Bhavan's. And see, I'm Sridhar, like even I was a student, for BSc in the 82 to 85, then 86 B.Ed, then 88 MSc, done. Then 88, what happened? What to do after MSc? What to do after MSc, friend? Try different jobs also. Okay, fine. And I come back to my own department, that is microbiology department. There, one wonderful man by name Dr. Padma Sridhar, who happened to take my research scholar. Then I started working. She asked me, what would you work on? I said, I'm new. I don't know what to do. Then the ma'am suggested, why don't you go for Bacillus thuringiensis? That is how, I started, getting into the PT, going for review of literature and all that. Now it is very easy, even you can finish up your research work very fast. But in that days, it's very difficult, friends, to get a one Xerox copy. We used to run kilometers, my dear friends. Just imagine, Icarus and potential. Likewise, okay, I've isolated soil samples from different area. We are picking up, isolate, screening them, then going for, what you call, how to work on insects. You isolated whether it is working or not. You need to prove it, right? It is not just on the plate, you need to get the live organism, get the culture. I started, culturing, what you call different types of insects also. Like, Heliothis, then Podaptera, Lichura, then red hair caterpillar, we call it a beautiful name, Errabontapuru. Errabontapuru has a beautiful name, and it has only one life cycle. It is very difficult to rear in the lab. So we used to go to fields and literally collect them from the field. And that too, remember friend, that too unsprayed. They are pesticide free. How difficult it is to go. So then after getting that, I've tried and we have isolated, even my Shadna ma'am, she was my, say, contemporary, we were research college, maybe junior, senior, that we don't care. But here, they have been helped me, I remember all my friends. And what was the idea is, everyone was BT. But what is that you have done? What contribution have you done? And I went for publication like FEMS and all that, there was some problem. I couldn't do it. I'm very poor publisher, but don't be lazy. We have been elsewhere. Never do that, friend. Yeah, and a wonderful job. Who cares? Print, always print, friend. Put it in publication. Never be lazy like Dr. Sridhar. And then I have isolated such a wonderful organism. You don't know what to patent, how to patent, all these things happened. And this beautiful uh, pesticide or biopesticide, Bacillus thuringiensis, is different from Bacillus cereus. Let me tell you, those who have done degree, the only difference is because of the insecticidal protein, and we had isolated a crystal protein and that what do you call that seric, what do you call seric serological identification, which we have got it done from Paris. It showed something like H24 variant. Okay, that was Bacillus thuringiensis, your neo-leonensis, my dear friends. Isolated elsewhere also. But what is the difference between that fellow and this fellow? The only thing was this particular BT was not toxic to silkworm. You understand that? That is what the government wants. That is what the Indian government wants. And we could do that, but no publication. Now I don't think I have an organism also in my pocket or a live field to show that I have done something. I have done something. So, dear friends, please remember, listen to your teachers. Okay, follow their, what you call their classes. Just putting earplug. I'm in online class. I'm in online class. What is that you are hearing? Nothing hearing. Doing nonsense work. Please don't do that. Please never do that. Listen to the class, follow the content, follow from the Google, and do your best. Everyone needs you. Microorganism calling you in the soil. Come, pick me up. Not a girl or a boy. Pick me up. You want to do that? It's a challenge. Come on, face it, friends. All the best. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Sridhar. Sir, you had a wonderful time with Bacillus thuringiensis. We were only research scholars at that time. You had a great experience with this organism and could reach out to the scientific community through this organism.
Ma'am, K. Anuradha ma'am, and my guide, Dr. Padma Sridhar, and our
along with your colleagues. Thank you.
From almost 89. 89.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Your favorite organism being Bacillus thuringiensis. Thank you, sir. I think Ashok sir.
Anybody else? Anyone else?
Anju, 1 minute. I think
Yes.
principal has joined. No. Okay. Let's wait for some more time. May I request Anju to share her thoughts? I mean, her experience with her microorganism, whatever she's handling.
Thank you, ma'am. I think this is a very, we had not planned for this, but then I think I'm really excited to, listen to the experiences of everyone. For me, I think I'm still working with my favorite microorganism. And the more you work with an organism, the more favorite it becomes because you come to know more about it. So I have started working with Pseudomonas aeruginosa for the purpose of my PhD research. And every day I come to understand about that organism a new feature. And I should say that Pseudomonas is one such organism which has so many virulence factors, so many factors that can be studied, so many parameters that can be standardized, and we are primarily focusing on its virulence parameters. So let me limit my speech by saying that I am still yet to explore more about my favorite microorganism. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Anju. May I request Dr. Shalini? In 1 minute, just a minute.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, all my liking for microbiology started when I started working with Trichoderma as a part of my MSc project. My relation with Trichoderma is like I used to isolate it, or I used to recognize that it's a pure culture by smelling it. It gives a special coconut odor, the Trichoderma, so that I can say, yes, this culture is not contaminated by bacteria and it's pure culture. I used to smell and say it. This is how I worked during my MSc project. I worked for 2 years where I could publish 2 papers with MSc itself. Before I presented my thesis work of MSc, I have 2 published papers in my hand. Then I proposed the work as a continuation to my MSc work. But anyhow, my guide in the PhD, he suggested me that lot of work has been done already on fungi, and he suggested me to take up actinomycetes. Again, my love for actinomycetes started, where I started working with a specific strain of Streptomyces, that is Streptomyces albolongus. And again, here my association with Streptomyces albolongus is like you get that specific smell when it rains, right? That smell is given by Streptomyces albolongus. In fact, many other species of Streptomyces. This is how again I used to recognize that Streptomyces is not contaminated by any other bacteria. Every time when we subculture, we must be sure that it is pure culture but not contaminated by anything else. It gave me nice antibiotics I could isolate from it, and I could publish another 3 papers by using the Streptomyces albolongus. So in this way, I have 2 favorite microbes in my research career so far. One is Trichoderma, the other one is Streptomyces albolongus. Ma'am and all, thank you so much for giving the opportunity to express about my favorite microbe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shalini. May I request Mrs. Chaitanya to speak about her favorite organisms in a minute. Are you there, Chaitanya?
She is. It's not audible, Chaitanya.
We are not able to
You are muted. Chaitanya ma'am, unmute yourself.
And you can also put on your video.
Video is on. She has to unmute.
Unmute.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, you're not audible, ma.
Not audible.
Chaitanya ma'am, you can come to me.
You come to staff room. You come here. You come here, Chaitanya. Come here.
Not audible, Chaitanya.
Okay. Meanwhile, may I request Dr. Narayan Rao sir to share his experience with his microorganism? Are you there, Narayan Rao sir?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Just in a minute, sir.
Yes, madam. A minute is not sufficient, madam. Kindly forgive me.
I know you can extend. I know you can extend, sir. Just time.
Yes, madam. Hello, students. Actually, I am grateful to my teachers. My favorite teacher is Professor S.M. Reddy. I wanted to do PhD with him. He's a retired professor from Kakatiya University, and maybe he's 80 plus, still pursuing science. He's traveling all over India promoting science. He's a famous plant pathologist and a mycologist. So, but sir suggested me to go to University of Hyderabad and explore options. So I visited Professor A.R. Reddy, Professor Apparao Podli, and all. So Apparao Podli sir has accepted my request and he allowed me to work. So at that time, like 2002 to 2003, sir was doing metabolic engineering in bacteria. So metabolic engineering in bacteria, that means sir wanted to transfer some phosphate solubilizing genes into a nitrogen fixer so that a single organism can fix nitrogen as well as solubilize phosphorus. So sir has laid foundation in me to study microorganisms in the environment. I never studied medical aspects of the microorganisms, so I'm always with the beneficial aspects of the microorganism and good side of the microbiology, as Professor Ramana sir was suggesting. So then later I moved to United States, where I had to think on my own, because my guide, she used to ask me to read literature in the library and come with some creative ideas. So I started working on cultivating the uncultivable microorganisms. You guys know that less than 0.1% of the microorganisms are culturable in the laboratory using a given culture medium. So I wanted to improve the cultivation efficiency. So for that, I used diffusion growth chambers, That was basically an idea published at the time in 2003 in the science paper. So, but I was not successful. Later, for my PhD, I did an interesting project. It is basically studying bacteria under reduced gravity environment. So, for example, if bacteria are exposed to reduced gravity environment, which you will find in the International Space Station or in the space. So International Space Station is almost like 150-meter length and maybe 50 to 60-meter width compartment that's basically rotating in the orbit, and it has water systems, astronauts will be there. So we wanted to study microorganisms in the space. So, but no, even we, our lab had access to samples from space. Other postdoc was studying, identifying bacterial isolates from the space, and he's studying biofilm formation. But good thing about this project is that we could, we had equipment to create a reduced gravity environment in the laboratory using a method called as clinorotation. So basically, I used to work with model organisms because my goal was to understand the physiology and responses of bacteria to those conditions. For that, I worked with model organisms, E. coli. I would say my favorite organism is E. coli because it's a model organism. It is well-studied organism. It's all of its genome is sequenced. Most of the genes are known, and so we had the technology available to analyze whole genome expression. So my first paper is with the microarray technology, where we studied the whole genome expression of the E. coli under those reduced gravity conditions. Maybe mine is like a second paper in that field. For the first paper about the gene expression is done by a professor at Arizona State University, Cheryl Nickerson. She published in PNAS. She started this work before I started mine. So 2002, her paper, and ours is like it came little later, but we studied, and there was a lot of debate about all these organisms. People say that they become more immune. Our immunity goes down, and organisms become more virulent under those conditions. So we wanted to understand the cause why organisms behave differently under reduced gravity conditions. So for that, I used some experiments. I studied the gene expression and microbial physiology without culturing them using flow cytometry assays and all. And then we came up with the conclusion that the microgravity or the reduced gravity is not a signal, but the conditions are altered under those conditions, which are triggering the changes in the bacteria. And we answered this in terms of gene expression, because bacteria respond very quickly. They alter their gene expression, and using gene expression as a tool, we could assess their changes in the microenvironment. And we suggested that it's the zone of depletions that are happening under those conditions around the bacteria, which are triggering multiple stress responses and all those things. Then later, I worked with, because I was working with pure cultures like E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus and all. Even my postdoc work is about pure culture microbiology, where I studied nanomaterial interaction with the bacteria. And later I came back to India and again started working with Professor Apparao about plant growth promoting organisms. So my interests are to understand bacterial interactions with plants, bacterial interactions with toxic materials, bacterial interactions with the changes in the environmental conditions. So basically, I could not tell you all those projects I have done, but thank you so much. I am, basically microbiology is feeding me, and I think I'm happy with whatever I have. It's only because I pursued microbiology, and I'm teaching, I'm living my life and publishing. And thanks to my teachers who have guided me a lot. Every teacher, I interact more with my teachers than to anyone, including my parents. So basically, microbiology teachers are my blessing, and they are the reason for my life. Yeah, thank you so much. My teachers, they are not around, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Narendra, sir. We can find your passion for microbes. and handling with E. coli as model organism and extending your work to PGPR, and you have explored many fields of microbiology. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Chaitanya, yes, sir.
Am I
Chaitanya?
audible, ma'am?
Yes, quickly, Chaitanya.
Good afternoon to one and all. My research work mostly focuses on Bacilla confusa, which belongs to lactic acid bacteria family, and already said by Dr. Anuradha madam that this organism was isolated from idli batter under the assistance of Dr. P. Nagapadma by a research scholar Srinivas, and now under the guidance of Dr. K. Anuradha, Head Department of Microbiology, I'm using the same strain for various applications, and also I'm focusing on the production of mutant strain. So this is the, short and sweet research work which I have been focusing. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, we look forward for many more contributions using Bacilla, because that is the reward that we can give it to Dr. Nagapadma. Thank you, Chaitanya. Okay, may I request Dr. Smriti, are you available? Dr. Smriti, I think she is not there. So this is in brief about microbiology teachers' favorite organisms of Bhavans. I'm sure everybody is having one favorite microorganisms. We thought this is the most apt title for us to celebrate International Microorganisms Day. I think Anju, if another 5 minutes permits, any 2-3 audience, you can unmute them and ask them to speak if they are interested.
If anyone is interested, they can raise their hands. We will unmute them.
Any faculty members are there?
They can unmute themselves, Sanju. They can unmute and
They
they can.
can
Okay.
unmute if they are interested.
Is there anyone, students? I think they want to only participate in the competition.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. May I request Dr. Aparna to propose a vote of thanks so that we can conclude this program.
And sir joined.
1 minute. Sharda ma'am. Principal sir is there. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon, Ashok sir.
Sir,
good afternoon.
Sir, we just know.
I listening under.
Yes.
Last
sir,
10 minutes in the meeting.
Yes.
So,
Sir, the program is,
sir, thank you so much.
So the program is all about International Microorganisms Day, and everybody is sharing their thoughts of their research work on the microorganisms which they have handled. And Professor Venkatramana sir from his CU shared and given inaugural message, sir, and he also shared his favorite microorganisms. And we have also made students to be active with 2 activities, quiz and just a minute program. And by then they are solving. We also shared our favorite microorganisms, sir. Sir, may I request you to speak few words and address the microbiology students.
So good afternoon, everyone. First of all, my thanks to Professor Venkatramana sir for being present on this day and trying to inspire and motivate. And I was listening to his teachers, Professor Apparao sir, Professor S.N. Reddy garu and all, celebrated microbiologists. So naturally, Guru Shishya Paramara continues. So when he learned from such eminent people, naturally, I can understand what are the nature of work done by Venkatramana sir. Sir, thank you so much. I don't know if you are in the meeting.
Sir has left because he could spare half an hour time and he addressed. The one which you have heard earlier is one of our faculty, Dr. Narayan Rao sir's background of research. Sir has given his message to students and before 1 o'clock, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Recently, I was listening to Narayan Rao, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh,
He did not open his video, probably.
I was under the impression that it's Venkatramana sir.
Yes. Venkatramana sir has given his speech and he enlightened us the importance of microorganisms and everybody, he also shared his research experience, sir.
So congrats, Department of Microbiology led by able Dr. Anuradha and all the passionate faculty. I can say one of the strongest departments in the college, the microbiology department. And maybe, as I told, Guru Shishya Parampara, since all the gurus are very strong, naturally the energy percolates down the line. So I am sure students, you are lucky to be taught by all the good teachers. Definitely these programs will help you to learn a lot, because what you learn in the class is routine and your focus will be on learning and writing examinations. But such programs will give you an opportunity to learn beyond the classroom. So even there are competitions organized by the department, and I wish this program a grand success, and I wish the best of the participants win the program. So congrats Anuradha madam and all the faculty members of Department of Microbiology.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. May I request Aparna to propose vote of thanks?
Yes, ma'am. So from Department of Microbiology, we thank Principal Professor YSF for constantly encouraging us and supporting us with whatever the ideas we put forward to you, sir. Thank you for constantly supporting us for conducting this International Microorganisms Week. We also thank the management from the Department of Microbiology. We personally thank all the faculty members who have shared their favorite microorganism during this presentation. We thank all the students, all the life sciences students, UG and PG students who are a part of this program. Hope you all have seen how your teachers have told about their favorite microbe. You also might be having about your own favorite microbe, which we will be listening very shortly. So thank you all the students for listening to this and being a part of this program. Thank you for your active participation also in the quiz. Thank you one and all.
So all the best to all the students.
Sir, one more. Sir, we should, Department of Microbiology and Bhavans Vivekananda College profoundly thank Professor Venkatramana sir, who is the chief guest of this function.
You forgot the main person, Aparna madam.
Sorry, sir. I apologize for that.
No problem. No problem. Okay, then good luck, all of you. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for joining. Students, I think you all have one query, that is, when are we going to declare the results? So we are giving 2 days time for participants to do this just a minute video, I mean audio, and also solving the quiz. So the results will be declared.
We'll send it through mail, ma'am.
Mail. Because you will be enrolling your email, so it will be sent to your mail. Okay, thank you one and all. Have a nice microorganisms day.
Thank you one and all, and best of luck for your events.
Yeah. Shall we leave, Anju?
Yeah, we can stop recording, ma'am. Somebody can stop recording.
I'm stopped. I think